Welcome back to my channel. If you're meeting me for the first time, I'm Tabby, and this is the Witch's Bookery. I have created this space so that I can share my magic with you and also learn from you as well. This space is a safe space. It is for people of all paths. It is for people of all walks of life. And I just wanted to create a space where I could share with you all, and then you all could share with me, and we could vibe together. I'm going to do things a little different today. Usually I have a spell or I share some bit of my magic with you all, but today I'm going to share something that I haven't shared with many people at all, and it is my gift of intuition. Now, I know some people come on this platform and they take advantage of others by claiming that they have specific gifts. And this is a gift that I've had for a very long time. And I have been kind of holding back from the community and not really wanting to share it because I had this fear of judgment and had this fear that it wouldn't be well accepted. And I sat with the divine and I prayed and I meditated, and the response that I got was, I was given this gift so that I can share it. And so I have finally decided to share this gift with you all. And I ask that if this resonates with you, that you let me know that, and you continue to encourage others in the comments. And if it doesn't resonate with you, then that's fine too. However, I want to be obedient to the divine and share my gift and do what I've been called to do, and why I've been given this gift. I want to make sure that I'm not allowing this gift to go to waste, so to speak. This message was given to me over a week ago, and I finally decided to go ahead and share that. I made sure that that this message was complete before I shared it, and I wrote down what it was that divine was saying to me, and it literally was pages upon pages upon pages of information that the divine was giving me to share. And so I'm going to go ahead and start off by saying that what I did was I shuffled the cards, and immediately as I was shuffling, a card jumped out. The first card that jumped out was the card of destruction. And this card, you can see that, the card of destruction popped out. And at first I was like, whoa, right? Whoa, destruction. And immediately my heart started skipping a beat, and I began to start to feel warm all over, and I knew that a message was coming. Like I knew it. I continued to shuffle, and two other cards stood out to me. The second card was death, and the third card was transient. So as I sat with these cards, the message came through, and the first card, destruction, you would think would be something negative, but in this sense, this card is actually going to lead us to a positive outcome. The first thing I heard with this card was that destruction is necessary to rebuild. Destruction is necessary to rebuild. The breaking down of barriers and the destruction of the old is needed to make way for a new foundation. For some of us, we are holding off the destruction based on the choices that we make. And so we need to make a specific choice in order for the destruction to come. Now, this destruction, again, is not a bad thing. This needs to happen in order for you to rebuild. Okay? When there are buildings being torn down because they are old and dilapidated and they're eyesores and they no longer help the community, they drive the property values down. Construction crews go in, they demolish the building, and then they start with a new foundation. And that is what this phase of destruction is. It is the breaking down of barriers. It is the breaking down of old habits. It's the breaking down of the walls. It is total destruction of the status quo. It is the total destruction of all things that is not good for us. A lot of us have been praying to the divine for something to change. We've been writing our petitions, we've been meditating, we've been asking, and the divine is saying to us that a choice must be made, and you know what that choice is. You've been dancing around it. You've kind of been not wanting to take that step because you know, you have that feeling that you are on the cusp of something big happening. And that fear that you have of the change that's coming is stopping you from making that decision. So the divine wants us to go ahead, make that decision so that then all of these barriers can be broken down, the destruction can come, and then we can rebuild. I want to speak to that fear because that's something that I understand personally. I understand what it's like to know that if I move to the left instead of going to the right, that going to the left will be a little difficult, but at the end of it, I'm going to get what I need and get what's good for me. But my fear of going to the left makes me go to the right. And of course, going to the opposite direction of where I need to go is where I have all the pain, all the heartache, all the strife, all the struggle. And then I go back to the divine and I pray, and the answer is the same. You know the choice to make. I've told you the choice to make, and you continue to make the wrong choice. No matter what is happening in your life at this moment, just know that if you make that right decision, and you know what decision it is, if you make that decision, things are going to start to move and change and align. And it might not seem like it's for your good at that time, but I promise you it is. In this phase of destruction, there are a few things that you need to ask yourself. What needs to be removed? What needs to be put away? What needs to change? What relationship is holding you back? What habits are holding you back? What things in your life that you are currently doing, that you are currently comfortable with, that you know those things aren't good for you? And so what needs to change? And once you come to that conclusion of what needs to change, then you can go ahead and make the correct decision so that this phase of destruction can happen and you can move on to the next phase. Now, as I was receiving this message, I just started writing everything down. And I mean, I wrote it down so quickly and so fast, and it all just started flowing out. And the part that really struck me was, it says, there's more for you once you begin to rebuild, but first you have to trust the divine and know that once the destruction is over, things will be made new. When a fire burns, it destroys, but it also clears the path for renewal and rebuilding. Be patient with yourself. Some of us are going through the destruction phase because we made the choice to move away from those things that we used to have as a crutch, even though they were hurting and hindering our growth. We have things in our lives that we know are not good for us, but we continue to lean on those things and we continue to go back to those things. You know that relationship that you're not supposed to be in, you know that relationship is not good for you. Yet you continue to stay in that relationship because it is comfortable. That's what you know. You don't know what's going to happen if you leave that relationship. You're staying on that job because that's what you know. And even though it's not what you want, you know that there's better out there, but it's also comforting because change is uncomfortable. And so you know what steps you need to take, you know what changes need to be made. And so the divine is saying, go ahead and allow the destruction to come. But first you must make that choice. As things begin to break down, we will start to become frustrated with ourselves. And this is where you need to give yourself all of the love that you have been neglecting to give yourself all this time. This is a time to really take care of yourself. All of the energy that you've been putting into that job that you hate, all of the energy you've been putting into that relationship that is not good for you, all of that energy needs to be transferred to loving on yourself. You need to understand that we are human. We are spiritual beings having a human experience, and we have flaws. And one of those flaws is not taking care of ourselves the way we should. And so the message from the divine was, you need to take care of yourself physically, mentally, and spiritually. And the only way to do that is to love yourself. Take all of that energy that you were giving to things that were not for you and turn it around and show yourself the love that you need and that you deserve. I pray that you have peace and that you have the restoration in your life that is really, really needed and has been in the works for a very long time. And so with that being said, the second card, Death. This card is the passing away of all things old and the moving in of all things new. And some of us see the symbol of death and we think of it as a negative thing. But death can also be a good thing. It's the dying away of all things that no longer serve us. This card signifies the death of all things that are hindering us, that are burdening us, that are keeping us from reaching our full potential, whether the goals have been on hold or there have been things in the way that have been stopping it. This phase of death is the dying away of burdens, blockages, depression, living paycheck to paycheck. Those circumstances are dying away. The destruction has come. There is a death of all of these things that no longer serve you. And this is the part of the phase where you then go in and you purify. And when I say purify, I don't mean you live a perfect life. This means that all of those things that are weighing on you, all of those heavy burdens, you wash them away. You cleanse yourself of those things, because if you're cleaning up and moving out things, you don't just sit everything in a pile and leave it there. We have all of these burdens, garbage that we're carrying around spiritually on us. And it's due to everything that we have touched and been around every day, all day. Those things are weighing on us mentally. Those things are weighing on us physically, and they are weighing on us spiritually. And this time is a time to go and cleanse all of that off of you so that then you can start anew. And what I like to do, really quickly, what I like to do is I go to a body of water, be that a lake, a pond, a stream. I mean, I don't really deal with ponds like that, but a stream, some sort of flowing water, a river. I really enjoy going to the beach for this type of thing. And I just set an intention that I am blessed that the divine gave this method of purification, and I then set the intention that that water is going to wash away all of those burdens and all of the baggage that I've been carrying, and that my spirit will then be lifted, and that I will have a fresh start. And I wash myself from head to toe with this water, from head to toe. And just that ritual in and of itself, that purification ritual will do wonders. Trust me. You should try it. So when things have broken down in the destruction phase, all of the old circumstances have died away. Now you have the purification where you wash all that stuff away. It's crumbled down, it's sitting there, and now you have to move it out the way. And once you have done that, it is time for you to transform. Now, yes, this transformation is coming. This transformation is going to be a beautiful blessing to you. However, some of us may not transform as quickly as others, because everyone's path is different. Everyone is on their own spiritual journey. What I pray that you understand is that this change, the things that you have lost in this process, they are not worth mourning over. Do not mourn for the things that you have lost, but rejoice for the things that you will gain. In order for new things to come into place, we need to get rid of the things that are causing clutter and taking up space. In order for you to find the love that you want in a partner, you have to get rid of the partner that is not giving you what you need. In order for you to find that career that'll be a blessing in your life and that you will love, you have to get rid of the one that no longer serves you. In order for you to change your circumstances for the better, you must get rid of those things in your life that are causing you problems, that are causing you the issues, the heartache, and the pain. So don't mourn over those things that are lost, because they are not worth mourning over. Be happy, be blessed, have a heart of gratitude and a welcoming heart for those things that are coming, because those things are going to be profound blessings in your life. They are going to change your life. You are going to be in a space of abundance where things are just going to flow so much that you are going to look back and wonder, how did I get here? And you are going to be so grateful. This phase of transformation is not going to be all unicorns and rainbows. This transformation that is coming, it may seem like it's that you're not in alignment and that it's wrong. And when I think about this, it's kind of like the caterpillar going into its chrysalis and coming out as a butterfly. This caterpillar went in, and when they came out, they were something completely different and unrecognizable from what they were before. And that is what is going to happen for you. And that's a good thing, because just like the caterpillar was left to crawl and move slowly and be stuck in one spot, once it transformed into the butterfly, it could fly. It could go anywhere. And that is the message from the divine for you. Once this transformation happens, after you go through the destruction, after the death of all things that are no longer serving you and that's not good for you, comes this season of change, and then you will fly. Guys, I hope that this message resonated with you. I pray that you make the decisions that are necessary for your life so that you can transform, so that those changes can come to you, and so that you can live life more abundantly with peace and love, because we all want that. We all deserve that. If you haven't already, please click the subscribe button. Share this video with those who you feel need to hear this message. I also ask you to please visit me at thewitchesbookery.com. There you can chat with me. You can also get a personal reading from me. This is something that I've only done for a select group of clients. But I have felt the need to branch out and start helping other people find their way. I also do spiritual consultations for those who are stuck on their path and just need a nudge, or who are struggling with figuring out where they are on the path, where they should go on their magical journey. And so I just want to help, guys. I just want to help. I just want to be a light in a world that is full of darkness. And I'm asking you to come with me on that journey. I have gone through a lot, and the one constant thing is that the divine has been there, guiding me and letting me know that things will be all right. And I'm going to share that in a video one day, because that's also a message of how you don't know how things are going to turn out, but you're trusting the divine because the divine says it's going to be okay. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Once again, I'm Tabby the Herbal Witch. This is the Witch's Bookery, and I urge you to like, comment, and subscribe. Y'all be blessed.